Okay, I'm going to call the meeting to order. Judy, if you'll record members absently present, please.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's 7 o'clock. Okay, number 3, discussion and vote to approve the minutes of the March 3rd, 2014 regular school board meeting and then March 24th, 2014 special school board meeting.
March 3rd. That's when the computer broke.
So we're just going to redo it.
Be official, right? We make a motion on both of them, right? Yeah. Separate?
Because we were all at both,
Right.
we could actually do this one.
Oh, okay.
Do we just have to sign one copy? Or do we have to sign?
No. Here.
Just give me some original. Okay, that's one.
I'll make a motion to approve whenever you guys are ready.
Corey's made a motion, do we have a second? Is this for both? I second.
Judy? Littlefield?
Yes.
Kiminoff?
Yes.
Allison?
Yes.
Keller?
Yes.
Willhite?
Yes. Okay, discussion and vote to approve the treasurer's report February and March.
Okay, yeah, we have some of the financial activities from February and March. But we went over in February, or for the last meeting, we did go over the monthly, like the year-to-date comparison and the fund comparison that I did. So I'll just go over this month's first with that. So for March, the fund comparison page is this one here. The general fund total cash is $1,701,121.11, which puts us over $919,737 from last year. The building fund, our balance is $50,766.14. We're under $20,000 on the building, and then sinking, we're down $7,500. We have $232,000. So overall, total funds were up $905,542, with $2,133 in the bank. And we did. I got a new security pledge in the mail the other day for $500,000. So we're covered $2,750,000 now, I think.
Does that 500 show
Or
on
200.
here?
Huh?
So does that 500 show on here? Or not yet?
No, it's just at the bank that covers us, because we
Oh,
went
okay.
over, we were only pledged at 1 million, well, we were pledged at 1,500,000, 1,750,000, and we added 500. So that's what we would be at.
Right now.
Yeah, that was just an extra, the 500,000 is just an extra security
Right.
pledge at the bank that they put on us,
Okay.
because we went over what we were pledged for.
Sorry.
And then on the monthly comparison of our county check, the ad valorem was $9,909, and that puts us over what we were at, $151,977. Our current total is $746,000. The county 4 mil was $2,981. so we're up 42 from that for the current total from last year. Our gross productions was 200,000, we're up 788,000 with the current total of 1,275,000 collected. The building fund ad valorem's the 1,400, so we're up 21,000 on that. And the sinking fund's 2,895. So we're down 25,000. And it's like Mr. Ellis said whenever we were talking about the bond issues, as the assessed value goes up, the millage rate goes down. So we won't be collecting as much in our sinking fund on the 08 and 11 bonds. So it's going to be down from what.
That's why it's down now, right?
Yeah, that's why it's down now. And then on our summary of financial activities
Which month?
for this month, yeah. On the third page, I had to add an account to code driver's education. We got $1,671.88 from having driver's ed in the school last year. We won't get it from this year because we didn't have it during school hours, but that was from that.
That's money that we received?
That's money that we received this month from our driver's education from having it in school.
We fill out a form at the end of the year and send it in, and it calculates how many students we have. And driver's ed is a formula you fill out, and they reimburse us for that.
So we won't get that again next year. Next year, since we had it, since we didn't have it in school this year. On the building fund, we have, I added a new code for the rental of property for the Miller House. And so we'll see rent coming in on that, which we year-to-date collected thousands because it's on the February one also.
Where's that at? Rental of school
Page
property?
3.
On page 3 of the treasurer's revenue summary, it's right under the rental of school property. It's rental of property, not facility.
Oh, okay.
And then, I think that was all I had on March. Out.
So rent Miller's is paying, right?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah,
So there has to be.
yeah. And then I think there wasn't anything different on the lunch.
How are we looking on that?
It's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, we've had quite a few people come in and pay on stuff, so, and we still have a lot out there,
I know we're
but,
getting toward the end of the year, that's why I'm
Mhm.
asking.
yeah. Well, this month, local lunch payments, it's on page 4, is $4,280 that I collected this month on payments.
Is that pretty average?
Well, last month I had, let's see. Last month would have been, well, no, I cut that $9,000 out of the activity fund and put in there, but then just regular lunch payment accounts was $8,097. So, just depends on how many of the big ones come in and pay a big chunk on it. Which at the beginning of, in February, a lot of them came in and paid like through the end of the year. There was quite a few parent checks that came through like that. Making it bigger. On February's stuff, if you guys have any other questions on March. Let's see. On February, I don't know if there was anything. The $81,000 that came out of building fund was to purchase the Miller House. That was something big that I will note.
Where's that at?
On the very first page under the building fund, checks issued. It's $81,185. 3, which that is just all out of it, but that 80,000 is the. Interesting, I didn't point out the last meeting, but, oh, yes, there was. We got, the mineral lease money from Sandridge. Is that $19,803? It's on page 3. Building fund, of the local sources.
Then on February or March?
That's on February.
It was how much?
$19,803. It's the very last,
Just pay that.
are you on page 3?
Oh, I was on.
Oh.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, no, now you're on one.
Go over one.
Oh, okay, I see what you're doing. That
Oh,
page 3.
okay, I was on.
Sorry. Yeah, the 18,000
Okay.
there.
Didn't we receive that too in March? Or was that a? Disregard.
Were you looking at Mark?
Your year-to-date's gonna show it.
Yeah, your year-to-date's
okay.
gonna show that collected, but not the current month.
Right. That's what I was looking at.
Okay.
Thank you.
How long was that lease for? A year?
No, what did we have on that?
Did we do 3?
Judy, do you remember what you typed, when we did
How long
that
did we-
lease with this Sandridge, not the one that we thought way before long ago? The one we just did last,
You don't know if it was a 3-year or 1 year? can't
I think we
remember.
did 3.
I can't remember.
I wanted to say we
Probably
did 3,
can't.
but I can't be positive.
Keep it going.
Right.
What's it?
Hmm?
What is it?
Minerals.
Where's that at that they're getting?
Thank you. I'll be back. It seemed like it.
I think they did.
No, I'll make a motion to approve the treasurer's report, February and March. Is that possible?
TJ made the motion to approve both February and March, and Tony seconded. Judy? Littlefield?
Yes.
Kimanoff?
Yes.
Allison?
Yes.
Eller?
Yes.
Willhite?
Yes. Discussion and vote to approve the activity fund report for February and March.
Okay, I didn't bring February one for myself, so I might email it or somewhere. I scanned over it, I don't think there was anything else that I needed to point out from the last one. The
So which one are you looking at first?
activity. We'll do the March first.
What page?
Okay. I'll do it while you're looking at this now.
Let me see what you're looking at. Oh, okay.
You say you're doing March 1st?
Yeah, we'll do March.
Go ahead.
The boys and girls basketball looks like they have a lot coming out for it not being in season, but Lids just billed us they finally sent us all of their invoices and stuff that they had purchased through them through basketball. High school girls, a bunch of that was just their basketball shoes, and the boys were jerseys, practice jerseys, which the students paid for themselves anyways, but the high school cheerleaders had a $1,900, well, it's like 12 something, I think, to go to a camp they're not going to go to now, so they're going to get that refund back to them. Speech has large amounts coming out for rooms and entry fees for contests that they've been going to. Other than that, not really. And like I said, athletics has money coming out all the time now, but nothing coming in right now, so see their account go down a little bit.
Says donating the beautification stuff. Says we got beautification donation.
On March?
No, February, sorry. $552.
That's the balance, the carry forward balance.
Oh, it's not an actual donation.
No.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
remember
All
anything
right.
going in there.
Is this numbered, okay, I see what I said, there's 28. Are they not numbered? Okay, okay, is this the check number over here?
Yes.
Okay,
So check, which were you on?
I was 28, and then, is it just kind of sporadic, or?
No.
I just can't find check.
Is there a
number.
number?
96.
March?
Yeah. I don't see anything after 28.
Yeah, 1 through
32.
4, 3 through 4, but they're not, it didn't have 2 through 4 in the back, unless it's on this side.
I don't see it.
Well, no, that would be because we're missing 2. 1 and 4, 2 and 4, 3 and 4, 2 and 4. Right? But they
Yeah.
shouldn't be printed together.
No, I see, there's 1 of 2. I don't know. It's,
If that printed on 1, it would be 2 of 3. So how does 3 already? 2 and 4 are missing,
yeah.
but it should be a front and back page. Right? Maybe I.
Well,
Are you going with a check number?
yeah, well,
The page number.
22?
but even if you look at the page numbers,
Oh.
Hold on, let me see if that one
On the
is.
right
That's
one.
because of Frederick. No, that's not where we ended it. That's just where I did it.
I didn't know how they hit the bank. or-
No, it's
Okay.
because a page of our check register is missing. If you want me to go get it, I will.
Holy cow.
I just don't see how. One of, it don't matter, but if it's not on the back,
Yeah. Do you think you can find it quick?
I can go get it, yeah.
Is it page 1?
It's page
Is that what you're saying?
4. That's what they
I know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, that's February's.
That's right.
Silly. If I was just looking down at the 58, 59, 60, but if you go back, maybe you have it, maybe I just don't have it. We should have it. Okay.
No, it must have just been that I took 2 and 4 and didn't go to the printer, evidently. But I don't know why it wouldn't have printed, 2 and 4 shouldn't have printed together. So that doesn't matter if I took them or not. And this was on March, right? Check register 1 and 4. 2 and 4 and 3.
Here that I was involved, I was having to do it.
I'm just asking around.
Yeah, that's what I paid a gift.
See, it's 2 years.
By me, just
I don't
had
have
a
one.
gift.
Page 2 and page 4. Right.
Well, but it's.
See, and on this one, there's no page 1.
Is it just not?
I don't
Just the
know.
page number that's missing?
Well,
No, it's the actual
the page.
page.
Well, I stood there while 50 pages of blank things came out of the
If you look right here, these are the check numbers, and it goes 9628, And then instead of 196.9, it goes the 9 right here.
What I say was missing on that one,
Page 1.
and page
So we
2, right?
did that, we came back and we got every usage, we had to turn it back to that.
Oh, okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, 'cause I thought the 19.
Well, she said 1,200 and something.
Okay, that's
So we
fine.
took 1,200 plus 2, almost 2 of those 14.
Right.
Plus, yeah, maybe 15, I mean,
You're right.
there's something else out there.
Okay.
Okay, so what did it print off for
Please
my?
go back to the.
One, three, three, one.
Should be 2, 3, 3, 3.
That's what it is. Oh, it didn't print the second page of it. Because that's where one should have printed, and 2 should have printed right there.
Those two are the ones that are missing. That's it.
On that one, on this one, February 1 and, right? What I said, 1 and 4.
Yeah. Yeah, there's. Yeah, 104.
Did you see if that, I gave you the right papers just now, a minute ago?
Yeah. Yes.
There's an additional times 400.
Okay. Well, that's on the page. Oh, that's why it did
So
that.
that's where it comes from.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
You look at March, Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Do I have them
only-
over there?
Yeah. The only page that's missing out of this, and it's a spare of exactly the same thing, is page 104. The rest is here.
Yeah, that's what I'm missing on
See, I stood at the printer, and Mr. Paris printed like 50 copies of something, and it all came out blank. So how this printed, it shouldn't have printed 1 and 3 together. If I
Right.
didn't, even if I had to, my 3 shouldn't have been. So I don't know,
Yeah, this one just
Really
missing
what
page
happened.
104 on the check.
but there's,
register.
whatever you're passing around is
104
1 through 4.
for March. February's good, right?
Well, I'm checking, because I did them, I printed them all off.
There you go.
And a 3.
Way to go, Bobby.
Yeah, we probably need to-
Okay, and on February, on the adjustments, you'll see a $5,326 adjustment out of, or into football, out of sophomore class, and that was for the t-shirts that they sold that they gave back to the football team. And then I took 9,000 for the child nutrition. I can't remember what else we talked about. I think that was it.
Don't go for that. We've done it. What are we looking at, Caleb? I'm sorry.
She's
Uh,
looking at
February.
February to see if there was any additional.
And the sneakers.
And it'll say March is on top, Tony.
And then
It should
February, it'll say Feb. For February.
Go ahead.
Sure. Oh, I'll need, which copy did I give you? Okay, you saw them.
Yeah, we're good.
And it isn't there, it is.
It's the only thing that's missing.
What did we do Stark's veterinary services
Medicine.
for? For what?
Okay, your February check register, there's page 1.
They pay for
Because that's what it didn't
their.
turn off of that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Out of FFA.
Here you go.
Thank you.
What'd you say to me?
February 1
Oh,
of the check register,
Okay.
that's it. Because I think it's 2, 3, and 4 there.
This one's the one that goes next to
Yeah. I go, did you just send something to the printer? He goes, yeah. I go, it's blank. No. I go, I don't know what's happening. You know, so. Yes.
Amber's here.
Yes. Thank you. I mean, if they don't file it for me, I'm gonna pay a lot for it.
That's extra.
Make a motion to approve the activity funds for February and March.
I made a motion to approve February and March. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Judy? Sorry about all that. Lauren seconded.
Littlefield,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
Allison,
Yes.
Keller,
Yes.
Willhite.
Yes. Discussion and vote to approve encumbrances. As listed.
Okay, here's this one. Encumbrances. I've written beside a couple of them. The first one on the list is EAI Education Graphing Calculators. Mrs. Gogan applied for a $5,000 AP grant. She got that, so that's spending part of that grant. And then the other one is 311, which is coded to professional development, and it's Renaissance Learning, and they came on site and did some work with the elementary and junior high teachers.
Trying to get organized here.
It's okay. I should have been right on top of that one. Oh. There you go. The third one up from the bottom is Companion Corporation, and that is a renewal that we do every year for Alexandria Software, and that's the program that the kids use to take their AR tests here in the library. Accelerated reader.
Oh, okay.
Whenever they read a book, they get so many points.
Brings back all kinds of good memories.
Oh, yes. CNA Surety, our annual renewal of the superintendent bond and any of the other employees. We all have to be bonded. And that's a renewal for that. Do you have any questions on any of them?
That Tiger Direct, is that for when their server went down?
Yeah, and continuing issues that we've had since then. Mr. Leslie's been ordering a lot of parts and to get it up to speed where it's supposed to be, so we're having problems. We've got everything in for graduation that we need except for the junior high diploma covers. The high school ones came in and all of the, well, you guys signed the diplomas, so you know they're here. Second page is the building fund. I took a few out of that this month since we could, and the general fund a little bit of relief. Mr. Overton came over and worked on some of our door locks that were giving us grief.
Is that all those streets then?
No, nothing else. It was just stuff that wasn't working properly. And then the spraying, the weed spraying at the football field and the baseball field. And then our flood we had in the mechanical room, that's the bill from Luckenbill's to come over and take care of that.
That's a once a month thing, isn't it?
Wasn't any other damage?
Mhm. And then child nutrition, our annual every year, towards the end of the, about this time every year, we get a bill from the commodity department down at the Oklahoma Department of Human Services. Just, it's a fee we get for the amount of commodities we receive every year. And it varies based on what she's enrolled to receive and all that. And I think hearing about the week of the 24th, Mr. Ellis said he was going to start shutting down spending since we're getting close to the end of the year.
Any additional questions?
Make a motion to approve the encumbrances.
I'll second.
Misty made a motion, PJ seconded, and Judy.
Littlefield?
Yes.
Kavanaugh?
Yes.
Allison?
Yes.
Keller?
Yeah.
Willhite?
Yes. Administrative reports.
You guys want to talk about track baseball? Obviously, this is the busy time of the year, you know, kids going to golf, we have baseball games, we have track meets, we have buffet events, we have state speech this weekend. Kids won regionals last week at Alva for the second year in a row, so they did a great job. They had the AC banquet last week. Wednesday, the football team is going to the Capitol, will be honored by the House. Prom is April 19th. And for state athletic convention is at the end of April. So there's a lot of things going on, obviously, end of the year testing. You name it, it's going.
I saw on the board out there, showing in the 2014 schedule for the football season.
Yes.
Do you have a copy of it?
Sure.
Can you get
I
a
can get you a
copy?
copy of
Do you want these?
And the freshman academic team made it to state too. They're
Okay, number 8, superintendent to open sealed bids that have been submitted for lawn care services for the 2014-2015 school year.
We're gonna FaceTime them so you can answer something.
We
Yeah.
did provide it, there was only
Yes,
one.
there was only one I received.
I'll put some video presentation.
Strategies on the golf course, or, no, this is, they're in our head.
Lawn care bid, sealed. I'm gonna open it and I'll go ahead.
Place your bets.
Is that, did we just receive one?
We only received
Oh.
one bid. Just to let you know, it's only for the schoolyards, not the sporting fields. Okay. We received from H&I Lawn Care a bid for the amount of $675.
Well, a year.
Says 15 total acres per mow at $45 per acre.
And again, so that's just talking about the premises around the school.
Correct.
Correct.
Not- Not including, does not include the,
Playground.
only the sporting game, just school lawns.
Playground.
Or not playground, but football fields.
Football.
Well,
Like
I
football
mean,
and
at
baseball.
the elementary playground, it'll get.
It would include those, it'd include that area and here.
So the 675 would be a monthly.
It does not specify.
You said 15
15
acres,
total acres per
45.
mow at $45 per acre.
You'll probably get one.
So that's probably gonna be on like a bi-weekly
I was
deal.
gonna say, they'd have to get more than once a month. But
That's
I
gonna
wouldn't
be,
have a clue what.
why would we only receive one bid?
He's advertised it for 2 weeks in the newspaper, in the Alva and Cherokee newspaper.
And this is all that's replied?
This is it.
How is that?
H&I Lawn Care, they're out of Cherokee.
You have the ability, and correct me if I'm wrong, you have the ability that we can decline at this time and we can open it back up for additional bids. Or you can make a choice.
Well, we're
next
running
time.
out of time is a problem.
Exactly.
Is this, they're gonna furnish their own equipment, they're not using any of the school stuff?
They had to have insurance of their own required, and they'd be using their own equipment.
They're on.
So up to this point, what have we done?
We've had our own,
We paid Coach Kramer to mow,
Okay.
and spray, and do all kinds of stuff.
Who's gonna be maintaining the
Football
Football
field,
field.
baseball field will be the coaches.
with our equipment?
Yes. That's what he told me, that's kind of what I understood. But they're gonna get a stipend and a reimbursement for their time. to pay-
I mean, personally-
Pay the coaches to take care of their own stuff, pretty much, I think, is kind of how I understood it.
I'd like
Never
to
done
see
that
an alternate
before.
bid that includes the football field. You know, they could maybe talk to the coaches and just so everything's done under, you know, so they don't cut it too short or too tall or whatever, but that way the coaches, I don't know. I don't know what our equipment looks like either.
We bought a new lawnmower, the second new lawnmower last year. Other than blades, we don't spend a lot of money on it, gas and blades.
It
So
lasts-
we also have spraying and other stuff that Coach Kramer did all himself.
So what if one of the coaches get hurt? Our insurance or have everything
they're-
covered?
school policy.
I say we table it and open bids for another couple of weeks or
Could we at least,
not table it, but who is it? I mean,
We can decline.
I don't know who they are.
Say the name again.
They look at the names on it, your names are given.
It's 1003 South Colorado.
What were the initials?
Go down.
Oh,
H-N.
Oh,
Billy.
it's
I.
Billy
Billy
Irvin,
Irvin.
Clifton Hansel.
okay.
So,
Yeah, he's got a spray and
Right, he does
Yeah.
everything.
Would the coaches be up for letting them take care of, you know, could we get another bid and see what it would cost, just so
I
we
don't
know
know why, I
whether.
don't know what the thinking was about that.
I think they
I mean,
want,
it would be.
I think they want to do it themselves.
I think they want to do it
Coach
themselves. That way
Wants
they
to do it
can
a
grasp
certain way and
That's
it'll
where
be
they get the
picky.
feel where they
But
want
we're
it.
gonna-
I mean, I get it if that's, you know,
But with us getting ready to tear everything up,
I'd kind of like to know how many times
Mhm.
a summer, I mean, rain dictating, of course, but
yeah.
well, you don't want them coming, you know, if it doesn't
Once a
absolutely need to be
week.
cut,
Right.
they don't need to be out here, that's for sure.
I don't know what we paid Coach Kramer. I know we spent a lot of money on 2,4-D and Roundup and blades.
This
Let me see that.
is including.
She was paid hourly.
Right.
Now, is there any way we can say,
Did Kramer have his own insurance then?
not from a,
He's the really school.
He's on the school
Because
payroll.
Good
we're-
employee.
is there any way we can table that or we open it up for bids or have him come in and tell us
Right.
how often that might be?
Well, he's just gonna say dependent on weather, I'm sure.
Weather depending.
I mean, you know, we can, I'm okay with it, but we need to put some limitations in there, you know, we don't want them out here every 4 days. I
Well, let me
mean,
see what, does it say spraying and everything, or just mowing?
No,
Edging.
well, yeah, it doesn't say spraying, it just says, it says down here.
15 kilometers to mow, so that doesn't include,
Which the only, I mean, on all those is really the only other than private. I guess you could mow it 1 week and then I could borrow your mower and mow the next. Or, yeah, I don't
This isn't a talk.
know. Do you know what the going rate is even?
no, I have no idea.
We could look into
What were you
that.
asking?
What the going rate would even be.
Because I think if he sprays.
I mean, look how much ground he's
edges-
covering, though, I'd charge that for, it's a lot of seat time.
Mhm. I just, I mean, I just kind of wonder about
The
the chemicals
frequency.
and all that.
Yeah.
Well, the extra
Yeah.
spraying and all that stuff, we gotta pay for
Mhm.
that, or he's gonna do it all.
Yeah,
I'd like to know more information, that's the main thing.
can we, how do we do that?
Mr. Ellis said that if we had a question that we ran into, that I could send him a message and that he would call us. We have to step out from what he was at. So,
If we just get some more information on them and,
do we want to push it and go and continue to another item and come back to it and see if I can contact him? This evening.
Yes, let's do that. Let's just,
so you don't think the coaches would even be interested in having it?
I don't know. This is stuff that he had talked to them about before, apparently.
Have they voiced any need?
Because I came up here,
No, Bryce.
here, Amber, Thursday or Friday.
Last year, we had some work.
That's the first I've heard
Field,
about it, so I didn't know.
because the grass.
So I just stopped in to talk to him.
Say it is, right?
Well, is this the first you heard about?
He just
the
wanted to do it himself to make sure.
groundskeeper? Because I
Yeah, I
didn't.
just make sure it's done right. I think if you talk to Billy and he felt comfortable, if Billy, you fine. He knows what he's doing.
I just kind of feel like the guys are, you know, driving the bus or coaching the kids or mowing.
I wouldn't
grass.
think they'd want to mess with it, honestly.
So like, honestly, after a year, it's all gonna be tore up.
Right. Well, maybe we can just get by with this until we.
Okay, moving on.
Let's go ahead and move on, and we'll come back to number 8 and make, which also then would include 9, okay? So we're actually gonna go to 10, and we'll come back to 8 and 9.
Okay.
Discussion and vote on the 2014-2015 school year calendar. In your packet, you'll find the calendar. That calendar is based on an 8:15 to 3:15 schedule, 25-minute lunch.
When's the last day of school?
15th of May. And in April, he decided to let him have, or take all Fridays off because of the busy
Due to
schedule.
the busy schedules, it has worked better previously, and they kind of suggested that having those Fridays was better for the learning process.
So that puts us on our last day of school, what?
15th.
The 15th when we start, okay.
He said we still have like 8 days of snow days and other stuff to work in too also.
We have 168. Yes, Mr. Ellis, so excuse me just a minute. Hello. Yes, sir. We have a question in regards to the lawn care bid. And I'm gonna put you on speakerphone, okay? Okay, thank you.
Say again?
Do you know what this PD?
Can you hear us? You can hear me? Okay.
Hey, Corey, it's Corey. Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, we had a question. One was on the frequency of the mowing. You know, some guys may think it needs mowed, but, you know, we didn't want to get hit with a bill every 4 or 5 days, you know, I mean, it doesn't really stipulate.
What I can tell you is this, that the neighbor have Church Creamers over there for Nugget.
That's what I was thinking.
She's digging.
Okay. This is based on year.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
You can tell those are basically calendar years, not school years, what you're seeing there.
Mhm.
So I think the last one you see is 2014, that would have been, is it 2014?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, but, so that's actually, up until the end of last year, last fall, basically. Are you following my drift?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, if you look at those, you're gonna be able to tell what our wet years were and what our dry years were. And Coach Kramer was, adamant about when there got to be, you know, a single blade of a certain height with the seed sowing that he was mowing. So he was up here on those heavier years, you know, maybe 2 or 3 times within 2 weeks. And, you know, well, I got to thinking about when we're looking at these type of things is we can sit here and, I guess, dictate, you know, the frequency, not to exceed, you know, so many times, depending on rain or, you know, superintendent approval.
Mm-hmm.
That works. What
Yeah.
about the spraying, Corey?
Yeah. We were wondering about the spraying.
There's an itemized list and it says edgings, chemical for edging.
Is that all
spraying.
extra, and how do we know
Yeah,
that?
that's all extra, and the only thing I couldn't do was I couldn't work that out to show you what we do at the co-op.
Right.
But I'm telling you, 2 years ago, yeah, it was 2 summers ago, it wasn't last summer, but the summer before last, we were killing the chemicals on that football field because it was ate up in weeds, and probably what was happening was they had the older attachment on the mower, and all they were doing was spreading the weeds, really, till we got a hold of that. And so we spent a lot of chemicals, and basically, that's how Coach Kramer weed eated the remainder of the year. You know, we didn't have high school help, but the first year I was there, did do it once or twice. We usually put down some around the edges to contain, you know, that type of deal.
Okay. So
So,
there's one more thing.
I mean, honestly, I don't, you know, bids came in today, 11, whatever, I don't know. You know, you all open it up. How many bids
Yeah.
did we receive?
We received
One.
one bid of H&I Lawn Care for $675. And that's just figuring 15 total acres per mow, $45 an acre is how they figured it. And they, you know, basically includes everything but the baseball and football field.
And that's $600 per mow, is that what it is?
Yes,
Yes.
that's what it looks like, $675 per frequency.
Hello?
I'm doing the math in my head real quick.
Yeah.
What you're probably looking at is you're going to look at probably 10 times from now till June. So you're looking at $6,000 right there.
No.
And then when July comes around, you're looking at one or two times till school starts. And then once their body's on the playground, you're probably looking at 5 to 8 more times. So basically total frequency, you're probably looking between $12,000 and $14,000.
Plus spraying.
Well, I was surprised we didn't get any more bids, but
Well, I did talk to somebody that was interested, and, they still might be. And, but the deal about it was, they were gonna have to use our equipment.
yeah.
So, if we can sit there and say, come back with us with another bid, or we can sit there and limit it, that's up to you all. The thing about it is that, I can't do it for you. And that you're gonna have to think about with them is, I didn't put in the cost of gas, for us.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I put in there was labor.
Well,
And that was just his labor. And what they're doing is gas, labor, materials, which they don't know how much we got. Now, there was some here grew up a quarter and 10 to 15 blades a year. And I know last year, right off the bat, instead of messing with it every 2 weeks, it seemed like I just ordered 10 to start off. And then something that we're going to have to think about as far as them goes is they're going to have to carry their own liability insurance.
yeah, but does this all include everything? I mean, they're saying
No.
that doesn't include
No,
anything.
it's not itemized, it's not $0.
So they're not covering, so there will be
Edging,
no edging.
chemical.
That'll be extra if I wanted to edge, right?
Yes.
So
That's the way
it kind of looks like they don't have insurance. I mean, they didn't put it on here.
Oh, they sure.
Is H&I Billy Urban?
Yes.
Yes.
They have to be licensed.
Okay.
Now, you can say this isn't approved insurance law file.
Right.
And no contract will be in place till proof of insurance liability or in possession of the school.
Okay.
I feel like it says 15 total acres.
Well, we'll discuss it. Appreciate you, Corey.
And then it says
Anybody else have any other questions?
But I feel like this is
think
included.
about,
Just
think about
what
where
I'm
you're
looking
at as far as what you think is appropriate dollar amount.
Yeah.
And then say, not to exceed so many,
Because they have the colon.
so many events where they go out and maybe what I need to do is just monitor, where they're at and if it comes to me and I'm telling them when to know.
Yeah.
Knowing that they have 15 opportunities or 20 opportunities to mow, whatever. And, maybe I should just call him instead of him just coming by and free-willing it.
Right.
Looking at grass they want to mow and get all the
But if
mowing
you,
done right at the first of the year.
if you let it get too tall too, he might
More
be
money.
in disagreement with you because, take longer and use more fuel and all that too, so.
Right.
We'll discuss it and get back with you.
Okay. And like I said, the other option, is put it right back out there and see if we get some more.
I think we should table it.
Meanwhile, we got people in the school that can take care of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so in that process, Corey, do we need to decline and make a motion to decline it or just table it?
You can make a motion to reject it if that's not what you want to do, or
I hate to reject it.
you can do a motion to table it to get more information put in front of you. And we're having plenty of board meetings in the next couple of weeks, so we can put it back on the table pretty quick.
Okay.
Okay,
That's what we
You
need.
know what? Is Judy sitting right there?
yes.
She's asleep.
Okay, well, what Judy can do is we'll look at the co-op bill, and figure out, what the chemicals are, and then we can look at, Western Implement or whatever, for PK equipment, wherever we got our, stuff at. And we can add that, put that together to see what an average cost is for a year. And that would kind of tell you, where we're at. We can also look at our fuel charges, because really in the summer, all we have on fuel is coaches going to camp and then mowing gas.
Yeah.
So, I could bring that stuff to you, and you could have a better look at what's going on.
Sounds good, Corey, thanks.
Thank you.
And if there are any other questions, feel free to buzz me.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Hope you get free night and weekends.
So let's table, I make a motion to
Yeah.
table the.
You don't make a motion to table, we just table
Just
it.
table, all right, all right.
I'll second the non-motion.
Okay, let's go back to discussion and vote on the Catholic school calendar. Are there any additional questions?
Did you get these back?
Looks good to me.
I make a motion to approve the school calendar for the 2014-2015 school year.
I'll second.
Motion was made by Tony, second by TJ. Judy?
Keller?
Yes.
Willhite?
Yes.
Littlefield?
Yes.
Kavanaugh?
Yes.
Allison?
Yes.
We go by days in session now, right? We don't, it's not.
Hours.
Is it hours or days?
Kind of.
Minutes over days.
Okay.
Number 11, discussion and vote to approve a renewal contract with OKTLE for the 2014-2015 school year for teacher evaluations at a cost of $27.50 per teacher that is evaluated.
That's pretty much what we pay every year.
What that is we're in agreement, the State Department, you can pick one or two ways you can evaluate teachers. We pick the Tulsa method. So we have to pay this $27.50 per teacher, and they offer us the information, so I can just walk in a room with an iPad and scroll through and, go through the stuff and just evaluate the teachers like that. But it's something everybody in the state does.
It's
something that every teacher has to get evaluated with, right?
Items to the administrators.
Okay.
And also here's the contract if anybody wants to make that before decision.
Nothing's changed on it, I guess, from the
No.
That's dated March 6, 2015. I have life.
But it's for the 2014-2015 school year.
That's right.
So are they gonna
Let's
be
look at the
done
contract though.
in March?
Is it the letter that's dated that?
The letter's dated wrong. The term of this agreement shall be for 1 year beginning July 1st, 2014 and ending June 30th, 2015. So it's just the letter. But I'll pass this over to the attorney. TJ made a motion, Tony seconded, Judy?
Willhite?
Yes.
Keller?
Yes.
Allison?
Yes.
Kavanaugh?
Yes.
Littlefield?
Yes.
Hey, Judy?
Yes.
Question for you.
Okay.
Says by the district.
Okay.
Not acting as
Yeah.
president and signing that?
Yes, you can do it.
Okay. Number 12, discussion and vote to approve a resolution for schools and libraries universal services, which is E-rate, for 2014-2015. This resolution authorizes filing of the Form 471 applications for funding year 2014-2015 and the payment of the applicant's share upon approval of funding and receipts of services.
Amber, we will need to do that, but he said we could skip over it tonight because we didn't go ahead and get the information from them in the mail.
Okay. We will table it then.
We're in the meeting.
I'm the only one that can.
She's
I
all right.
can.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, I'm bringing.
Okay, number 14, or number 13, sorry. Discussion and vote to accept any resignations.
I'm gonna do it
We have 2 resignations. First one is Morgan Hopkins.
Who's that?
Do you want me to read them? Do you guys want to read it?
Yes, please.
Okay.
First, what are they teaching?
It'll tell you in there.
Okay.
I regret to inform you that I am resigning from my position at Cherokee Elementary School and will not be returning to teach 4th grade this fall. Thank you for your support and opportunities that you've provided me during my year at the school. Sincerely, Morgan Hopkins. And the second, I hereby submit my resignation as a teacher in Cherokee Public Schools. My last day of work will be May 16th, 2014. Thank you so much for all the opportunities you gave me. I'll always be grateful for the valuable experience and practical knowledge I gained while working here, and with best regards to the single book Ledwig.
Did you say again who that was?
Lucinda Ledwig, Ledwig.
Thank you. Make a motion to accept the resignations.
I'll second.
Okay, TJ made the motion and Missy seconded. Judy?
Littlefield,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
Allison,
Yes.
Feller,
Yes.
Willhite.
Yes. Okay, number 14, proposed executive session to discuss the rehiring of certified positions for the 2014-2015 school year per attachment A pursuant to 25 Oklahoma statute 307B1.
Make a motion to stand executive session.
Do you have a second? Judy?
Did Tony second that?
Yes, Tony
Okay.
seconded, sorry.
That's okay. Littlefield,
Yes.
Kavanaugh,
Yes.
Allison,
Yes.
Feller,
Yes.
Willhite.
Yes, at 8:05.